Hi, thank you guys for coming to listen to me speak. I hope you guys are having a great day. My name is Caitlin Snyder. I usually go by Kit. Now, I created the nickname Kit for myself when I was in elementary school. I was really disheartened by the number of Caitlins there were in my class, and I felt like nobody could identify me by my name. So I sat down and I created Kit. Now, I'm not exactly sure where Kit came from exactly. It could have been from the American Girl doll, or it could have been from a book. But needless to say, I came up with Kit. Now the fun part was that I may have forgotten to tell my parents that I changed my name. So you can imagine my mom's surprise when parent-teacher conference rolls around and, well, she cannot figure out who this teacher is talking about. It's not her daughter, Caitlin, to be sure. Now, we did eventually fill Mom in on the joke, and I do go by Kit from now on. Now, a lot of my friends and family will tell you that I'm an avid reader. I'm always reading. I would go so far as to compare myself to Rory Gilmore. Now, some of you may know Rory from the show The Gilmore Girls. If you do, you'd realize that she has such a deep proclivity to reading that she often carries books in her purses, her coat pocket. She even took a book to her dance. So, now, it's often surprising for people to find out that I was not a strong reader to start out with. I had to take special classes, and I was actually quite far behind my grade average. Now, when I started reading and I actually caught up and actually learned what I was doing, I ended up being ahead of most of my class. I always loved reading, and in 6th grade, I was actually issued a challenge by one of my teachers to read Pride and Prejudice. Now, most people will tell you that's not on the average 6th grader reading list. It was hard, but it turned out to be one of my favorite books. I really enjoyed reading about Elizabeth Bennet. She was such a strong, witty character. She loved to laugh, she was independent, and she loved books. We had that in common. And so reading about Elizabeth just really pulled me into the book even more than normal. And she was such a stark contrast to the rest of the characters in the novel. Now, reading often leads to what my major is in college. I'm actually a writing major, which makes a lot of sense. I really enjoy, getting to experience stories that are in written word, maybe even stories that my friends come and tell me about their lives. I also make a lot of stories up in my head. Now, unfortunately for me, not a lot of those stories have made it on paper yet. It's a work in progress. Now, the stories in my friend's life kind of led me into thinking about my second major. I know, I love school so much, I added a second major. What was I thinking? Now, my second major is journalism, and I really love how journalism is a lot of experiences of other people's lives and what's happening and issues for them, and I get to take these issues, learn about it, and then share it with my friends and my other readers. It's just really interesting to me, and I love being able to put a spin, well, not really a spin, but paint a picture for my readers so they can see it as if they were there. Now, I don't take journalism in the natural way. I'm actually a sports journalist. So I study a lot of sports. I covered baseball a little bit last semester, and I really love baseball. I'm very hooked on it right now. I haven't picked a team yet, so I just hope all of them win. We're working on it. But my main sport is tennis. Now, I've been playing tennis for about 5 years, and I actually play collegiately. I love tennis so much because it has all of the academic, mental necessity. You have to be able to see what ball's coming, figure out where you want to send it. It's kind of like chess, but with running. So, I just love how mental tennis is. But I also love, the physicality of tennis. You're running, you're stopping, you have to swing. You have to actually lift weights to be able to swing. And so it's just great fun. And I even teach tennis, so I'm always on tennis court, whether it's practice for college or, teaching little 7-year-olds, or even just playing with my friends for fun. But when I'm not, playing tennis or reading, I'm playing with my dog. Now, I love my dog. Let me just blanket statement that right there. Love my dog. I actually begged for my dog for 16 years. Rumor has it, my first words were, "I want dog." Now, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it about tells you how much I really wanted a dog. Now, I got my dog in the summer of, I want to say junior year, and I was so excited. I waited outside in the Texas summer heat on concrete in front of my garage all afternoon so my parents could bring home this little Cocker Spaniel Dachshund mutt. And she's adorable, a ball of energy, and it's crazy. I love my dog, and she's a big part of my life. So reading, tennis, riding, my dog are all really big parts of who I am, but I want to leave you with a quick quote that I think sums up a lot of what I really strive for in the world. So Benjamin Franklin once said, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. And I really hope I live up to that. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Yeah.